Hey everybody, and welcome to my plus size grandma with Miss Coco Bowden. Y'all, this morning has been long but good. Long but good. I'm just trying to follow up on some of the things with the officer to see if what's gonna go on with him. Cause I don't want listen, I ain't no troublemaker. And I don't want nobody else to have to go through what I'm going through and then have to worry about law enforcement name calling you or using their personal values or what they think of you to insult you even more to what you're already going through. So I called the town of Canada again today and I asked to speak with the mayor. The mayor is not in. I was told that the mayor had turned my complaint over to the chief, which he did, which is Chief White, and I appreciate him doing that. He did all that. But I wanted to talk to him. And I know they busy. I know they got things going on, but I still wanted to talk to him about the situation so that next time he hires somebody, maybe he'll do a mental evaluation before hiring to ensure that his town has the best officers that he can get for his town and not just somebody who just wants to come on the force and have control. But anyway, I'm getting a lot done. I'm feeling horrible a little bit about my son, because this episode that he was in, it left him in a very bad state. So he had to get secluded from everybody else. They had to put him behind double doors because of the severity of his mental illness. And that hurts me as a mother to know that my child was so sick. He was so sick mentally. And I got the help, but I had to be called names during the process. So my son is severely sick. He's very sick. He's a sick man. And I'm praying that God will release his healing to him in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. I'm constantly praying for him. And it hurts me to know that it's people right around you that actually just do not like you and would do anything to hurt and harm you. And y'all, this stuff that's out here now, this marijuana, it's not marijuana. These are chemicals. Please listen to me. These are chemicals that will destroy your brain. It would destroy your brain. It's best to just stop smoking while you can. Don't set yourself up for that. My son, this happened to him in April, but his mind never restored. It never came back to who he used to be. And he became where he would you could influence him to do just about anything with his mind like this. And he would do it. So I'm just saying to some of y'all that are listening, I know you're smoking and I know family members that are smoking. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth you losing your life to some chemicals. These are chemicals. And the people that are giving you the chemicals, they are not your friends, baby. Listen, they are not your friends. They are dealers. They're not your friends, they're dealers. They're only there for one thing, to make money. And if they don't make no money off of you, guess what? They move on to the next person. They're not a friend that you can have a conversation with and say, hey man, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. Oh, they'll listen to you while you buying the product, but once you brought the product, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. So we have to take care of our minds, be cautious of who we let in and out of our life. If you have problems, go to get some real help, which is mental health. Don't be ashamed to go to mental health and say, look, I'm thinking such and such a thing. I don't know why I'm feeling like this, but I know I need help. Don't be afraid to do that rather than run to these drugs and alcohol, because drugs and alcohol, it don't solve nothing. It's not going to solve the problem. It's only going to give you a temporary fix, and once that fix comes down, you're going to feel worse than you was before, and then you're going to have to get something else to help again. And then it's an ongoing process when you can just go to mental health and talk to somebody, or find you a good friend, or better yet, find you a stranger that you know to be good, and release what you got to that stranger. You know, it's just, I can't grasp my head around a lot of things, and I won't try to do that because that's not my place, because whatever God wants me to know, He gonna put it in me. I just know that parents, if you are agreeing with your children in this marijuana thing and you're partying with them and you think it's all cool, just know you're setting your child up not to have a future. Be mad if you want to, but that's the truth. You're trying to, that's a form of you taking your baby's future, because probably you didn't have a good life or something. You're taking out everything that happened to you on your children, therefore putting them in the line of fire to hide what you done messed up. Just go get help. There's help for you too. That parent that's out there that has messed up most of their life, there's help for you too. It's never too late unless you leave here. I got stung the other day. But go get help. If you was a bad parent, you know you was a bad parent, go get help instead of agreeing along with your children. If you don't know how to speak up to your children, listen. If you don't know how to speak up to your children, they got parenting classes. I had to take a parenting class. I never forget, I took a parenting class because I didn't know how to really take care of my children like that after I came off them drugs and stuff, and while I was doing them drugs. So I took a parenting class. I'm not ashamed to say it. Me and my sister went together right up here at the sheriff's department, and we took a parenting class. It was mandated on us that we take this class because we wasn't good parents. We wasn't good parents at that time. We didn't know how to be. We had never dealt with situations that we were going through at that time with our children. So we didn't know how to be good parents. Sometimes you need people to help you. So we took classes. We went to those classes for it was 2 months, I believe, about 2 or 3 months. We had to go to those classes, and then there were some classes we just had 6 weeks in. But get help in the area that you need. Get help in that area. If you got a problem which you just can't say no to your children, go get help. It's a step-by-step process even for parents to learn how to say no to your children and to be a parent. Nobody's perfect out here, so don't worry about the people that's looking at you on the outside. Get with the people who can help you fix the inside, who can lead you in the right direction. And that's how it was, though. I mean, just being real about it. We didn't know everything. We had to go take parenting classes. In that parenting class, I guess that's why I love teaching people now. I got a class today, Key Advancement. that I teach, which is to help empower women and men to become stronger and make stronger and more wiser decisions. I ain't always made wise decisions. No. It was a process for me to get here. I haven't always been cool head when something happened. When I talk to these officers and stuff, I'm not going to fly off my chops. I'm going to listen. I want to hear what they have to say. Period. I want to listen. I want to know what are they saying, and I want to understand most of all what they are saying, because the Bible tells us, in all your wisdom and all your getting, and make sure you get understanding. So I don't want to just keep talking and not getting any understanding of what they are saying. And it's not okay what that man did. And it's not okay for you parents to be enabling your kids to do wrong, to be their backbone in doing wrong. If you want to be a real backbone, stand up. Stand up and say no. That rod of correction, it comes from direction. Not beating them. It comes from direction. It comes from being able to stand up to your children and put them on the straight path. At least preach it to them. Teach it to them, the straight path. But that ain't going to happen if you ain't got it yourself. That's how I can actually talk to my kids, because I didn't always have it myself. I didn't. And when I was doing my thing in the streets, it wasn't much I could say to them, because here I would have been a hypocrite doing this, doing the very things that I'm telling you not to do. But today I can honestly say that I can speak to my children and tell them what is right and what is wrong, and leave the option up to them what they decide to do. And yes, our kids got to make their own mistakes, but you don't have to have a hand in it, parents. You don't have to be right there with them. You don't have to have a hand in them making their mistakes. You have a hand in trying to prevent as many mistakes as you can by telling them the truth. Truth is, you out here, you doing drugs, you might get hold of something that'll mess you up. And only God knows if you will come out of it or not. Truth is, if you hang with friends of low self-esteem and low character, and no core beliefs, then chances are everything you believe in, you're going to lose too. Because you got to be like your friends. So I'm just saying. I'm a parent, and I know it starts in the home with me. I know it does. And I'm doing everything I can as a parent to be the parent that God has made me to be and allowed me to be. It's by His grace and mercy that I can speak up when I need to speak up. And I can listen when I need to be an ear. And what we don't know, we can work together on until we find a solution. I'm hungry too. But yeah, today I have really, to be honest, my focus is really off some, and I didn't realize it until yesterday when I began to try to do my shows, and I just been through a lot too. And when I tried to do my shows, I couldn't focus on anything. All I kept thinking about was my son's situation. Y'all, I'm gonna have to hit you up later. I don't know who this is calling, but I'm gonna hit y'all up later, because this thing be playing my phone calls, and I don't need that. All right. Well, let me end that call. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna come back on later tonight and talk a little more. But mainly though, if you want to hear me, just go to Kiva Advancement. I will be teaching class tonight. That's